Greetings, I am Tom Earl, and this is a celebration of my year of expression. Before we get into what were my big takeaways, what were my big ahas, and my celebrations from my year of expression, let me share with you where the year of expression came from. It started on New Year's Eve of 2015, going into 2016. I was reflecting and realized that 2015 was awesome and I really rocked it. But if I was really honest with myself, I was holding myself back. I was not giving it my all. I was, as Brene Brown says, engineering smallness. And there was things I had to say, there was creativity that was within me, there was gifts that I had that I was not using because I was afraid. I was afraid of people rejecting me, ridiculing me, of not being accepted, of, being vulnerable, putting it out there and people just laughing or nobody seeing it or nobody caring. And so I just didn't. And so I thought, what if I lived like this every year for the rest of my life? What would that mean 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now? It would mean that I'd live a life of regret, that I would live a life where I didn't give it my all, where I was given opportunities, gifts, I was giving connections and relationships, and I didn't go all the way. I didn't share what I had. I didn't use my gifts, activate my strengths, and live a purposeful life, which always equates to dissatisfaction, regret, bitterness, all of these things, and that's not what I'm looking for. I believe that I have a purpose, that I have a gift, like all of us do, and I want to live as the highest version of myself. So I decided, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this pact with myself that it's my year of expression, and this year I'm going to just go all out and I'm going to express. And so I created that phrase, year of expression, as a mental trigger. So every time I said it, boom, it put me in that state of mind of, this is why I'm doing this, this is what it means to me, this is life, this is what I have to do, it's why I'm here, and I'm gonna love the journey. And so every week, I shared a year of expression, and I made sure that I put myself out there. And this video is celebrating the results of that and the 6 ahas I had from it. And I have to share, when I was writing down all the accomplishments and all that came from the year of expression, I started to get teary-eyed. I started to just feel this like, wow, I'm getting teary-eyed right now. Like just thinking that from that one reflection of realizing that I'm holding myself back out of fear and I'm gonna go from it. Just in a year, all the amazing things that happened. I'm getting a little choked up. So let me share with you, here's some of the things that I'm celebrating that happened from my year of expression, because it's important to celebrate our gratitudes. Okay, so here's something. The year of expression brought me to 2 countries, the United States. Oh, that's continents. 2 continents, 5 countries, and 16 cities. That includes, I got to do a year of expression by the Eiffel Tower. I got to do one where Poland was behind me and Sweden was in front of me. I got to do one at a waterfall in the Upper Peninsula. I got to do one in Seattle and San Diego. I got to do a whole bunch all throughout Los Angeles. Oh man, it was great. Here we go. Created 32 year of expression videos, 32 videos of me saying, and this is my year of expression. I started to record podcasts and I was able to put out 34 podcast episodes. Okay, here we go. 32 gratitude of the day videos where I shared with you my gratitude of the day and invited you to share yours. And 31 blog posts, including my year of expressions and different thought pieces on inclusion and leadership. Yes, indeed. Here we go. 2 new songs. This was a big one for me. I hadn't put out a new song since I released my album in 2013. And I had a lot of fear around this one. I was afraid. I didn't quite have my voice. And so I just said, I'm going for it. And so I did. I released a production of one of Adele's remixes. And then I shared one more box. Okay, 2 new spoken word videos. One was a Ramadan poem with Rami, and the other one was White Jesus. And I launched the live and online expression session, which is a monthly live and online open mic. And through that, I got to interview some of my role models and heroes like Wally B and Kyla and Jamie and Dennis and Moman. It was absolutely amazing. These were some of the places I got to be featured on: Huffington Post, Refinery 29, Now This. Created to Inspire, Mooka Flicks, and Black Hollywood Live. And y'all know about this one. This took me a year to do. Launched the Celebration Academy, the online interactive learning experience I've created. And most importantly, what else did I do in my year of expression? Oh, I gotta meet Lupita. And I gotta be right next to Adora, as Adora gotta ask her a question, and she mentioned my name, thankfully. I'm sworn to secrecy about the details of it, but oh my gosh, I'm blushing. So, that right there, those are some of the accomplishments, the things that I'm celebrating that happened. Let me share with you what are my 6 ahas from the year of expression. First one is, boom, living beyond my comfort zone. This one I think of how when I was in Sweden and I was on a beach, and at the beach were cows sunbathing on the beach. That to me was not what I see every day. And so much of the year of expression brought that to me. That really we start to live when we move outside of our comfort zone. And it's scary. There's a risk in it, but we get the greatest rewards when we take risk. And all that I just showed you wouldn't have happened had I not taken the risk of doing my year of expression. If I had not gone out of my comfort zone, all those things I just shared would not have happened. And so it's worth it. Next one is make the commitment to being consistent. This right here, if I had not made the commitment to every week, no matter what, sharing a year of expression video, there are so many times I just wouldn't have done it. I would have said, well, I'm traveling, I have this big project I'm doing, I'm not feeling well. There were so many excuses. Every week I had a new excuse. I can't find the right light, I can't figure it out, all these different things. But because I made that commitment to being consistent, because I said every single week I'm gonna do this, that's what got me through. That's what kept me making it happen, and eventually it was just something I did every week. Okay, here we go. Here's one. Celebrate your gratitudes. You know, just the other week, I was going through for filing taxes, my gas mileage, and I was looking at different events I went to. And there was one where I saw that I performed on stage with Marianne Williamson, where she introduced me and I got to perform at one of her weekly events. Honestly, I had completely forgotten about it because it was right at the beginning of February. And I'm like, how could I forget about something where I got to perform on stage with somebody that's so inspiring and amazing? And that's why we need to celebrate our gratitudes. Because when you get in the thick of things, you forget all of the amazing things going on in your life. You forget all of the great memories and experiences and awesome moments that you've had throughout your day, throughout your week, month, year, and life. And so celebrating our gratitudes keeps that perspective in our mind of really what life is. And whenever we're feeling down or not feeling quite ready to do our thing, to just flood our body with memories of those gratitudes that we celebrate. Which is why it was a little bit awkward at first for me. I was like, should I write all these things? Should I tell people here's what I all did in the year of expression? And I was like, you know what? This is me celebrating my gratitudes. I gotta do this. Here's the next one. Cultivate it today. Cultivate it today. If you'll remember, I did that video about happiness at the Eiffel Tower, where I shared that any good finance course you take, they're going to tell you the way you manage your money now is the way you're going to manage it when you have tons of money. So if you just spend all your money like crazy and it doesn't really matter, you don't keep a budget when you're making $10,000 a year, you're going to do the same thing when you're making $1 million a year. Same thing with our happiness. Same thing with our productivity. Same thing with our level of gratitude. Same thing with our ability to manage stress. It's not going to change or go away when this next accomplishment happens. It's not going to change because of all of a sudden I graduate, or all of a sudden I get this new job or this new car or this thing or that thing, or I start doing this or that. None of that stuff changes because of external things. Changes because of our internal decisions. Our decisions to cultivate the happiness, or cultivate the lifestyle, or cultivate the gratitude, or cultivate the productivity, whatever it is, we need to cultivate it today. Not tomorrow, not the next week. We need to start doing little baby steps today, and that's how it starts to become your everyday life. Not external things, internal things. And this was a lesson I kept coming back to over and over again, a realization I kept coming back to over and over again in my year of expression. Here comes another one. Our questions guide us. Our questions guide us. I realized that each week when I would put out a year of expression video or a podcast or a blog post, it was being guided by a question I was asking. And all of us, we have internal questions that we're asking ourselves, whether we realize it or not. Some people's question might be, how can I get super rich? And then, what's the question that comes with that? Is it, and how can I do it ethically? Or is it, and how can I do it quick no matter what? What is the internal question that you're asking yourself every day? Because we're all asking one. And to start to first realize that I'm asking myself questions and they're guiding me, and then asking myself, how can I increase the quality of the questions that I am asking myself? How can I be intentional? How can I make sure that the questions I'm asking myself are guiding me towards a life of happiness, fulfillment, success, all of these things that I want? So this one right here, I've realized that if I'm not liking the outcome of my life, if I'm not liking my current circumstances, I first start with this and figure out, well, what question am I asking myself? And instead, what question should I be asking myself? Those were the 5. You ready for number 6? Expression is in all of us. Every single one of us has something to express. I'm the director of a nonprofit called Free Arts, and we work with young people who've experienced abuse, trauma, and neglect, and or homelessness. And what I find is that when you're working with young people who have been told that they're not important or all these different horrible things, the first thing on the pathway to discovering your self-confidence again is to realize and recognize and take ownership that you are here for a reason, and what you have to say matters and is going to impact all those around you. And that starts by expressing yourself, because expression is your unique communication with those around you. It's your stamp, it's your mark on this earth to express yourself. It's the difference between regurgitating something, just saying something because it sounds right or it feels safe or it might please the person. Expression is your unique communication with the world. And the thing about it is it uplifts all of us. And the live and online expression sessions, we've had so many people come on who say, I'm not a poet, I don't know, I'm a doctor by trade or a lawyer, this is not my thing. And then next thing you know, 10 minutes later, they've written a poem, because all of us have a story to share. An expression can look like writing somebody a thank you card. It can look like the way that you share with your team your appreciation for them. Expression can be the way you dress and express yourself that way. There's so many ways to express yourselves and share your story. The thing to remember is to take ownership of that we all have something to express. It's not just reserved for the super people that are talented at singing or all these other things. There's so many ways to express yourself. My friends, this year of expression has absolutely changed my life. Those things that I shared with you, the stats, the 32 videos and the blog posts and let's just put her picture up again, the meeting Lupita, all of that stuff is awesome, right? I'm really proud of those things. But what I'm most excited about, what I'm most grateful for about my year of expression was the way it changed who I've become. I'm a much happier person. I feel like just like contagious, enthusiastic joy bubbling up from me all the time. It's the regular way I feel now. It's not the exception. And it came from these 6 lessons that I've talked about. It came from expressing myself. The times that I feel the most upset is when I swallow my words, is when I should have spoken but I didn't. And creating this pathway of this trigger, the year of expression, it's changed my life. And so I just want to invite you to decide, what is this your year of? What is the thing that gets you the most excited and the most afraid at the same time? For me, that was putting out a video every week, creating a podcast, creating new songs, singing again, putting out videos. All of these things were the things that got me the most excited but the most afraid, and I went for it. And not only did it give me, external things that I was really proud of, but internally, I can't put words to it. My relationships have improved, my leadership. Life just continues to move in the direction that I'm looking for. And I wake up every day loving life before my feet even hit the floor. So I want to invite you to take that journey and to remember this one: living beyond our comfort zone. The things that are at one time awkward and scary can become exciting and a skill later. I mean, I think the first time I shot a video, I held it the wrong way and you could only see half of my face. So go for it, my friends. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and joining me this year. I invite you to take the journey once again with me this year. Any way I can be of service, let me know, or if you want to join the Celebration Academy, all of that can be found at tomearl.com. From the bottom of my heart, and as always, I'm wishing you peace and blessings. Thank you. One more thing. I'd love to continue the conversation. Feel free to join me at tomearl.com/join. Subscribe below, or let's connect on social media. Tom Earl Artist. Thanks again for watching.